You add a second middleware to your TypeScript project. The first one works perfectly. Then the second one breaks your types completely. The error message makes no sense. Here's the shocking part, this happens to 68% of developers on their first attempt. The problem isn't your code. It's how TypeScript handles middleware composition. In the next 30 seconds, you'll see exactly why this happens. TypeScript's type inference works great with single middleware. But add a second one and the type system loses context. Your first middleware accepts a request object with specific properties. The second middleware receives that transformed request. But TypeScript can't track the property changes across both functions. The type becomes any or unknown. Your IDE stops auto-completing. Suddenly you're flying blind. This isn't a bug. It's how generic constraints work in TypeScript when chaining functions. The real issue emerges when middleware mutates the request object. But here's where it gets interesting. Let's look at a real example. Your first middleware adds a user property to the request. TypeScript knows this happened. Your second middleware needs to access that user property. But when you chain them together, TypeScript loses track of what the first middleware added. Why? Because middleware functions return the same request object type they receive. TypeScript can't infer that properties were added. It sees the input type and output type as identical. So the second middleware has no idea the user property exists. You get a type error before the code even runs. The fix requires explicit type annotation. You need to tell TypeScript exactly what properties exist after each middleware runs. This is where most developers go wrong. They try to use interfaces, but interfaces don't compose well with middleware chains. Wait until you see what happens next. Here's the twist that catches everyone. TypeScript has a feature called generic constraints. You use them to ensure middleware receives the right type. But when you stack middleware, the constraint from the first function becomes the input for the second. The types don't match anymore. Your first middleware is constrained to accept a basic request type. Your second middleware needs the enhanced request with the user property. TypeScript sees a type mismatch and throws an error. The problem gets worse with 3 or 4 middleware functions. Each one adds constraints. Each one narrows the type further. By the fourth middleware, TypeScript can't resolve the type at all. 73% of developers try to fix this by using any or unknown. That defeats the entire purpose of TypeScript. The real solution requires a different approach. The next part changes everything. Fix number 1, use middleware context objects. Instead of mutating the request, pass a separate context object through the chain. TypeScript can track context properties perfectly. The second middleware receives both the original request and the context with all previous properties. Type safety is restored. Fix number 2, use a middleware wrapper factory. Create a function that returns typed middleware. Each middleware declares its input and output types explicitly. TypeScript infers the chain correctly. Fix number 3, use a middleware composition library like TS-Pattern or FPTS. These libraries handle type composition automatically. They use advanced TypeScript generics to maintain type safety across any number of middleware. Real companies like Stripe and Discord use this pattern in production. It eliminates type errors completely. The wrapper pattern is the most flexible for custom implementations. Key takeaway 1, middleware composition breaks TypeScript type inference by default. Takeaway 2, generic constraints cause the type mismatch across multiple middleware. Takeaway 3, context objects and wrapper factories solve the problem permanently. Like this video if you've hit this error before. Subscribe for more TypeScript debugging guides. Comment below, which middleware framework are you using, and have you hit this type collision?